This is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City. And, I saw an excellent article the other day that kind of helped explain to me why Oklahoma City is one of the fastest growing metro areas in the United States. And I've mentioned this in a couple of videos previously, that there's only 14 cities in the United States that increased over 100,000 from the last census to the the previous census to the current census. And Oklahoma City was one of those, and Tulsa is right up there with Oklahoma City. So the article kind of helped explain it to me, and the fact that we're migration out of cities that are happening in the United States right now, like Los Angeles, let's take as an example, is because of the cost of living. The cost of living in certain major cities, especially on the East Coast and the West Coast, have become so high that it has become unaffordable. And then the other point that they were talking about is right now, 1 out of 7 workers are remote workers. That's a high percentage of people, and so they can work anywhere. So the move to Oklahoma City or Tulsa or other markets like ours makes perfectly good sense. You can work anywhere, but instead of renting at $4,000 for a month for a 1-bedroom in San Francisco, you can rent something that's a 4-bedroom in Oklahoma City for $1,700. And then the cost of food, the cost of transportation, everything is lower. And so the movement is into now large secondary cities. And for instance, in Tulsa, they've had a program going on for a long, long time, which is if you move to Tulsa and you want to remote work there, they'll give you $10,000 to move. And they'll offer you office space, kind of one of those free floating office spaces that if you need to go somewhere, you'll give it for free. And so they're helping to build a population and giving you a reason to move here, because moving's not cheap, right? If you're moving your whole household, your furniture, your kids and everything else, and you want to be a remote worker, that is one thing that's happening in the Oklahoma City market. And so the affordability index being the 4th most affordable metro area in the United States, being Oklahoma City, in terms of the cost of housing, the fact that our gas prices are low, we have low time commutes, everything is a little bit better here in that particular respect, but that is the migration that's going on right now. It's what's building our market in both Oklahoma City and Tulsa, because a couple of things you really need is jobs, which we have with 2.4 unemployment rate, and population growth. And if you have that and you want to invest in a market that's just really, really solid for the last 21, almost 22 years now, then that's why you invest in Oklahoma City. If you do not have those kinds of things going on, that is not going to build your market. You're not going to have rental appreciation to go along with home appreciation. But that article really summed up a lot. Let's move away from the very large, expensive cities with long commutes. Let's go where we can get a really nice property to live in or to rent, a job that we can work anywhere, and a quality of life that's much, much higher. And that is the Oklahoma City and Tulsa market in 2022.